Hey, sweetie, I just wanted to ask if you remembered that it was your parents' anniversary today. I didn't know if you wanted to do something for them, maybe a meal somewhere nice.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'd completely forgotten that it was that time of year. Yeah, a meal somewhere nice sounds good. Could you set it up with my mom? I'm a bit busy at the moment, so I don't have time to message her and sort out all the details.
Really? Don't you have, 5 minutes to talk to her?
Come on, Nancy, don't start again, please. I'm very busy and I don't have the time to talk to my mom for over half an hour. You need to get over this idea that she's trying to bully you or whatever. My mom's a lovely woman and she can never do anything like that. She's probably just a bit shy, so she comes across like she's being condescending or rude or something when in reality she just doesn't know how to speak to you, okay? So just suck it up and talk to her. You'll see that you're just being ridiculous.
I really don't think that she's being shy, Victor. Your mom simply doesn't like me. That's all there is to it. I have tried everything that I can to get on her good side. I've been polite, helpful, and cheerful. I've never been rude to her or tried to undermine her, unlike her, and yet no matter what I do, Mary simply doesn't like me. There's literally nothing else that I can do. Every time I talk to her, she'll be completely horrible to me if no one is around. I honestly just think that you should talk to her and then everything will go smoothly.
Look, I'm not gonna entertain this ridiculous idea that my mom hates you. I've got stuff to do, so you need to make the call. I'm not gonna say it again. Now, I need to get back to work. I'll see you later. Goodbye.
See ya. Hi, Mary. I just wanted to say happy anniversary. I know you and John have been together for quite a while now, and it's lovely to see that you're still going strong all these years later. I hope me and Victor can be just as strong as you two.
Oh, it's you. Yes, well, thank you. Although, I don't see what's so remarkable about it. If you young adults actually bothered to talk to one another and work to solve problems, there would be far less divorces in the world. I'm guessing you're one of these women who think that if they don't get their way, that it's okay to get a divorce?
Ah, I believe that if it is needed, then a divorce can sometimes be the best option for couples. Although it's always a last resort, as no one wants to separate from their partner if it can be helped.
Uh-huh. Although, in all honesty, my Victor would be much better off divorced from you. After all, you're not really a good wife, are you?
Yes, well, good job that we both love each other very much then, isn't it? Anyway, I've just messaged to ask if you would like me to set something up for tonight, for you and John. I asked Victor earlier and he thought a nice meal somewhere might be a good way to spend the evening, if you'd like to. I just wanted to know if there was somewhere in particular that you'd like to go, so that I can book an appropriate table.
Oh, joy. So I get to spend my anniversary evening with you? I honestly couldn't think of anything worse, to be honest. I mean, why not just lock me in a box full of spiders? That would be much more preferable than having to spend an evening with you and listening to you droll on and on about boring things.
Look, Mary, there's no need to be horrible. I wouldn't be the only one there. Your husband and Victor would be there too. Also, if you wanted to, you could invite other people. Honestly, we could actually just avoid each other all night if that's what you wanted to do. There's actually no reason for us to interact at all, apart from maybe saying hello and goodbye. I just think Victor would like to spend the evening celebrating his mom and dad's marriage with you. Okay?
Fine, but I'm doing it for my son and my husband. Don't think I actually want to spend any time with you.
Fine. So, how many people do I need to book this table for, and where am I booking it?
Book it for the Watermill Inn for 7 p.m. tonight and book it for 8. I'm going to invite my sister and her partner, and John might want to invite his brother and his wife.
Okay then, I'll get that all booked up.
Oh, and you will be paying for it all, won't you?
Pardon?
You heard me. You're going to pay for this meal, right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure me and Victor can cover you and John as well as our own meals. I'm pretty sure that Victor would be more than happy to do that as a present to you two. But there's no way that we could afford 4 more meals on top of that. It would simply be too expensive.
Well, that's not any good. If you're taking us out for a meal, then you need to pay for it. I never asked you to do this. You thought of this all yourself, so you need to fund it. You can't just pay for yourself and mine and John's meals and leave out the others. That would be incredibly rude. I mean, do you want it to look like I'm snubbing them?
No, of course not. I don't want your sister and brother-in-law to think that you're purposely being rude to them. But the fact is that Victor and I simply couldn't afford to pay for 8 people's meals. I mean, if each person's meal equals roughly $40, then that would be $300 on one meal. That's simply far too much money for us to be able to afford.
It's really not so bad. You're just being cheap.
I'm really not, Mary. But in case you've forgotten, I'm currently between jobs, so Victor and I don't have a lot of money at the moment.
Oh, yes. I had forgotten that you decided to quit your job just so that you could leech off of my son. How's that going for you? Are you happy that you're being nothing but a drain on my son's life and resources?
I didn't just quit my job, Mary. It's simply finished. It wasn't my fault that it went out of business, and that because of that I lost my job. And it's not like I've been sitting about and twiddling my thumbs. I've actually started a new college course which will help me progress my skills and allow me to apply for higher paying jobs. It's also in a career that I find incredibly interesting. So I am actually going to enjoy my job for a change.
I honestly can't say that I care at all. I mean, you can try and spin it how you want, but the fact of the matter is that you are nothing but a poor loser who got fired because she was no good at her job. As well as that, you sound like a child when you say that you want to do a job that you'll actually enjoy. No one enjoys their job. It's simply work, a way to earn money. To actually try and get a job that you enjoy is something a child would say. Although I can't exactly say that I'm surprised by what you're saying. You're not exactly the brightest person I've ever met.
Look, Mary, I've tried to be kind and polite and civil to you, but you clearly don't want to be the same way with me. So I'm going to tell you this now, and I'm going to be honest. I don't like the way that you talk to me. You treat me as if I'm stupid, and you are so horrible to me when I have done absolutely nothing to you. I am sick and tired of trying to be nice to you when you so clearly don't want to reciprocate the gesture. So from now on, I'm just not going to bother. If you want to be a horrible and unnecessarily vitriolic woman, then fine. But I'm not going to let you bring me down to your level. I'll be polite and civil with you tonight, for Victor's sake. But after that, I'm not going to bother with you at all. And that includes if and when me and Victor have children.
What do you mean? Are you going to keep my grandchildren from me?
No, of course not. I'm not going to go out of my way to bring them to you. If you want to see them, then either Victor will have to take them to see you, or you'll have to come to my house, or you'll have to respect my rules.
But that's not fair.
It is more than fair.
However, I'm not going to get into this with you right now. Instead, I'm going to book the restaurant and hope that this evening will be over and done with quickly.
Just you wait. My son is going to hear about how you've treated me today, and then you'll be sorry. He won't let you get away with talking to me like that. I am his mother, and if you have any children, their grandmother. I have every right to see them whenever I want, and I'm allowed to teach them whatever I want to, as I am the oldest and therefore wisest person they will know.
Well, you're definitely old, that's for sure. I wouldn't say that you were wise, though.
Why, how dare you?
Look, Mary, I'm not going over this with you again. Tonight will be the last night we ever have to deal with one another again. Unless it's for something really important. I don't want to have to deal with you at all in my day-to-day life.
Well, that makes two of us at least. But if you think that I'm not going to say anything to Victor, you're completely wrong. He's going to know exactly what kind of a horrible woman you are. God, I told him not to marry you. I said that he was too good for you, and he still did it anyway. Guess he thought he was doing you a favor and was being charitable or something. I mean, no one would ever want to be with you otherwise, unless they did it out of pity.
If you were so against him marrying me, why did he go through with it then? Is it because he actually loves me despite what you say?
Oh, don't be ridiculous. He married you for your money.
Huh?
Yeah, he said that you earned a decent wage at the time and that he was going to marry you so that you could pay for the rent and the bills and stuff whilst he spent his money how he wanted to. But now that you're out of work, he's the one who's been stuck working a job he hates just so he doesn't wind up on the streets. Honestly, you need to take better care of your husband, Nancy. My son deserves much more than what you're currently offering him.
Well, I think I'll be having a little word with Victor about all of this. For now, I'm going to go. I will see you later tonight, Mary, and that will hopefully be the last time for a while that I will see you.
Likewise.
Nancy, we clearly need to talk. The way you've acted tonight is simply not okay. You can't just storm out of a restaurant like that. You made me look like a complete idiot.
I'm the one who's acted horribly? Were you at the same table I was? Your mom was the epitome of vile. She was laying into me and bullying me so much that I actually almost cried.
Oh, you're overreacting. Just because she might have said a few things that you didn't like the sound of, doesn't mean that she was being horrible. You can't just handle being told the truth, that's all.
The truth? You think it's true then? That I'm a horrible wife who can never do anything right and who would be better off gone?
Well,
Nice. Thanks for that, Victor. I'm only your wife.
then, well, I'm tired of sugarcoating it for you.
Sugarcoating what?
Well, I'm tired of you. You're not a good wife, and I'm sick of funding everything for you. I mean, honestly, you've been out of work for ages now, and I'm tired of having to pay for everything. I have no money to buy things for myself anymore.
Well, that's just kind of what being in a relationship entails. We'll have to be there for one another and look after each other when we need to. I mean, I looked after you when you were out of work. I paid for everything you wanted, along with the bills and the rent on the house. I think you can help out a little bit at the minute.
Well, I don't care what you think. I don't want to be spending all my money on boring things, so I'm not going to.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to bother spending any more money on you and whatever you want. I'm just going to go and have fun doing what I want.
But you can't do that. We have bills to pay and stuff.
Nope, you have bills to pay. I have some brand new shoes to go and buy.
Why are you being so obstinate? I thought we were in this together.
Well, you thought wrong. My mom's hoping you'll become the perfect wife, but you're far from it. It was hilarious to hear it go off on you.
Right. I've had enough. Leave my house immediately.
Huh?
You want to go off and tell me that I'm not a good wife? Well then fine. I'm done being your wife then.
Done being my wife?
Yep. I was waiting to see how you would treat me. What with how your mom was acting towards me as well. I wanted to see if you would back me up and stop your mom from being such a bully, but instead, you decided to be vile to me as well. Not to mention that I also know all about your girlfriend.
My... What? What are you on about?
Oh, you know, Clara? The woman you've been cheating on me with? That's who I'm on about.
How did you...
Your mom told me. During one of her rants where she was belittling me again, she let slip that you've been seeing someone else behind my back, saying that she can't wait for this other woman to become her daughter-in-law instead of me. So, I decided to look into it, and she was telling the truth. I've just been waiting to see if you would actually man up and tell me yourself. I guess I was hoping too much from you there.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't want to be with you anymore anyway.
Uh-huh. Whatever. However, because I am the one whose name is on the house lease, I'm the one who gets to decide who lives in it and who doesn't. And I really don't want you living with me anymore. You can go and stay with your new girlfriend. But the house is mine. I'll also send the divorce papers over to you within the next couple of days, so make sure you sign them quickly.
Hang on.
Also, you can tell your mom that I am so glad that I will never have to deal with her again. I'm finally free of her criticism, and I seriously couldn't be happier.
But...
What?
You're not supposed to be happy. Plus, you can't just kick me out of the house. I have nowhere else to go. I can't move in with Clara.
Well, that's your problem now, isn't it? I'm sure your mom would love it if you moved back in with her, so why don't you do that?
I don't want to live with my mom.
Well, looks like you're out of options then. Oh well. Good luck, Victor. But I'm going to go and live my life free of you and your bullying and toxic mother. And I seriously can't wait for it. Bye! After telling Victor off and exposing him for the horrible man that he is, I went ahead and gave him the divorce papers. He tried to argue that the house should be his, along with half of my monthly income. However, the judge ruled in my favor. He said that because Victor was the one who cheated, he should be the one to pay compensation to me for emotional damages. I mean, I wasn't too broken up about it, but I am happy for the extra little bit of money. Since then, Victor and Clara broke up, and he has had to stay with his parents whilst he tries to save up for a house. Can't say I envy him there. As for me, I found a job which is perfect for me. After graduating college, I was able to get a graduate job at an archaeologist firm, and since then, I've worked my way up the ranks a little bit so that I'm earning a decent amount of money. Whilst I might have lost my marriage, it wasn't really one worth mourning considering how he treated me. So I'm more than happy to go out into the world and find someone who is going to treat me right and like how I deserve.
Hey babe, could you pick up some chocolate ice cream on your way home from work? I'm really craving it right now for some reason.
Yeah, sure. Just in the shop now, actually. Is there anything else we need?
No, just the ice cream. Oh, and maybe some chocolate sauce as well. I'm in a really chocolatey mood.
I think I could have guessed that.
Haha, very funny. I can't wait to see you soon.
Well, I thought so. Anyway, I'm just paying now.
Good, good. Shops tend to like when you do that.
Again, very funny. We'll see you soon.
Love you.
Oh my god, Holly!
What? What's wrong? Justin, is everything okay? Why? What's happened?
I decided to get a lucky dip lottery ticket, you know, like I sometimes do when I feel like it. Anyway, I've just finished the game and you're not gonna believe it.
Well, come on then. Don't leave me in suspense.
I won!
Seriously? You're not kidding, are you? Please tell me this isn't a joke and you only won like $5.
More like $1 million!
No way! That's incredible! Are you serious? Well, I think that calls for some champagne. Bring some back with you. We can celebrate properly. We'll have to let everyone know and just have a massive congratulations party. It'll be so much fun.
Already way ahead of you. I'll be there soon and I'll be bringing a whole bunch of treats with me so we can celebrate properly.
I can't believe it! We're actually millionaires now! We can finally get loads of things sorted that we have been worried about and actually have a little bit of fun for once.
Yeah, I'll be home soon, so just wait for me, okay?
Okay, no problem. I love you.
I love you too. Okay, so it'll allow me to do that for a little while. Obviously, if I just go around spending it on every little thing that I see, then I'd run out in no time. But that's what the banks are for. I'll just get someone to invest some of the money in stocks or bonds or something, and then I'll be able to sustain my wealth for however long I want. It's a foolproof plan.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe we should invest it in some things for the future, though. I mean, let's have a little bit of fun with it, obviously. But it would be nice to have some things set in stone so that we're not worrying about getting older. You never know what could happen, so it would be good to save a bit of money just in case.
What are you on about?
You know, putting money away for the both of us. I mean, you don't want to end up with nothing in our later life, do you?
Well, obviously not, but you seem to have misunderstood something.
What's that?
This money isn't for you. This is my money.
Huh? What do you mean? We always share everything. We have done for the last 10 years that we've been married. I don't understand why you're saying that you're not going to share this money with me.
Well, it's simple, really. It's because I'm not staying with you. Why would I share my money with my ex-wife?
Ex-wife?
Yep. After all, it would be kind of stupid of me to get $1 million and then split it all 50-50 with my ex-wife, or spend it on useless and boring things. I mean, honestly, who thinks of saving money for old age when they've just won the lottery? Only someone really sad and pathetic, that's who. I'm not that much of an idiot. This is my money and I'm gonna do whatever I want with it, which includes not giving it to any old, worn-out, tired woman who definitely can't keep up with my new image.
Hang on, I'm so confused. What are you going on about?
Jeez, you're so slow. Get with it already. I'll spell this out nice and clearly for you so that you can actually understand what I'm saying with that tiny brain of yours. I'm divorcing you.
You're divorcing me?
Ah, she finally understands.
But why? After all that we've been through over the last 10 years? I've helped you through some of the toughest times in your life. Why do you want to divorce me now?
Look, now that I'm rich, like mega rich, I have a certain image that I need to maintain, and you just don't fit that.
An image? What image?
Well, I mean, just look at all the other millionaires in the world. 90% of them aren't married to an old, tired, worn-out looking woman who looks like she could just be any old, normal person. They're with supermodels and actresses and just really stunning and beautiful women. If I stayed married to you, then I'd just be made fun of by everyone else who had money. They keep telling me to upgrade to someone prettier and stuff. And not to mention that having money is gonna attract a lot of attention, especially from beautiful women. In fact, I've already had women reaching out to me, saying that they want to be with me. Can you believe that? And these are some pretty gorgeous looking women, I have to admit.
Hang on. Have you met women already? You've only just got the money.
Oh well, as soon as I'd won, I set up a Tinder profile and put on my bio that I was a millionaire. I got lots of interest from both men and women. Not that I play for the other team, but it's nice to know that I'm appreciated. Anyway, I've begun speaking to this woman, Ivanka, and I think this could really be the start of something great. But in order to enjoy this, I need to divorce you.
So basically, you've started cheating on me despite only having money for a few days, and now you want to divorce me so that you can be with this random woman from the internet who is likely only interested in you because of the money? Is that right?
Well, I mean, you might not see it like that, but it's not. Ivanka loves me for me. I know it. You're just jealous that I found someone new and way hotter than you.
You know what? I don't care about that. I care about the fact that you've so easily just thrown our relationship away like the last years that we've been together have meant nothing to you.
Well, I mean,
You are seriously unbelievable.
whatever. Look, you can either look at this as a negative thing, or you can try and make a good situation out of it.
How can I make a good situation out of this?
I don't know. You can finally have that pamper night that you've been wanting.
Oh wow, a pamper night. I lie in the bath with some wine and music and candles. Yes, that's why I want to divorce my husband. To do that. Honestly, I can't believe you.
Not nothing, but it really doesn't matter now. You're not who I want to be with anymore, so that's that.
Jeez, you're a piece of work, I'll tell you that.
Huh? Whatever. Look, I don't want you as my wife anymore, and that's the simple fact of the matter.
Gee, thanks. What a delicate way to put it. Makes me feel all good about myself.
I don't care if you feel good about yourself or not. As long as I get what I want, then that's all that really matters to me. Oh, and that reminds me, you're not getting any of this money either.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to share it, so I'm just gonna, hide it or something. Maybe I'll put it in an offshore account or something. Just anything so I don't have to give you half in the divorce.
God, you are so selfish and cold-hearted. I can't believe you're just going to ditch me like this just to be with some younger woman. And you don't even want to give me half of the money in compensation for your adulterous ways? It's really shallow of you.
It wouldn't just be any woman. She's supermodel pretty. Anyone in my shoes would do the same.
No, I really don't think that they would.
Well, it doesn't matter now. You can keep the house if you want. I'm gonna buy myself and Ivanka a new one anyway, so there'd be no point in me having it. I'll also send the divorce papers over soon. Please sign them as quickly as you can. I want to get this divorce over and done with so that I can move in with Ivanka. She said that she wouldn't want to move in with me until you were out of the picture.
So what if I don't sign them? You'll never move in together?
Well, no, I'm sure I'd convince Ivanka one way or another to live with me.
You really just don't care, do you?
About you? No, not anymore. Ivanka is much prettier than you and, well, just better all around. As long as I have her, I'll be fine.
Fine then, if that's how you want to be.
Great, make sure to sign them soon. So, are you ready to come begging for me to take you back yet?
What?
Just so you know, I won't actually take you back no matter how much you beg. I mean, now that I'm no longer with you, my life has gotten infinitely better. My new girlfriend looks so much better than you. I mean, she might not cook or clean or anything, but she looks great, and that's all that matters really, isn't it?
If that's what you think. Although, if she doesn't cook or clean, I'd hate to think how your house looks at the minute.
Well, it doesn't matter. Now that I've got money, I'll get a maid. I don't want a wife like you. You're awful.
The divorce papers are done. Take care.
Huh?
I've just finished signing them for you. That is what you wanted, right?
Well, yeah, but why do you seem so okay about all of this? Shouldn't you be sobbing and begging me not to go? I mean, I'm gonna be taking all of the money with me as well. You'll be left with absolutely nothing. You shouldn't be happy about this.
Why not? Money or not, I don't have to put up with you anymore. I'd say that's a win.
That's not fair. I should be the one celebrating and not having to be with you.
From the sound of things, you've actually downgraded quite a lot. You're now with someone who has absolutely no life skills whatsoever. Honestly, how has she lived on her own so long without knowing how to cook or clean? Has she just gone from rich guy to rich guy, siphoning off all their money and then moving on to the next one?
Not all women have to cook and clean. You're sounding quite sexist there, you know.
But this isn't even about women knowing how to cook or look after themselves. It's about people in general. I'd be just as shocked if it was a man who said that they couldn't cook and clean, and tell them that they needed to sort out their life skills, and quickly at that.
It's not her fault. She just doesn't like to do those things.
Uh-huh. Sounds to me like you'll be spending all of that lottery money on paying for a cleaner and a personal chef. I seriously don't envy you.
Whatever, I'm not gonna be like that. Just send the divorce papers to your lawyers ASAP. I want this divorce done quickly.
Well, that makes two of us then. I'll have the papers sent to your lawyers within the next couple of days.
Fine then. Now, leave me alone.
You're the one who messaged me.
Whatever.
Uh-huh, real mature. I'm going to go now. See you, Justin.
Holly, I need your help.
Justin? Well, this is a surprise. It's been a while since we've talked. I'm surprised you're not off with your supermodel girlfriend on your mega yacht or something stupid like that.
Seriously, Holly, this isn't the time to joke around. I'm in serious trouble. I need your help to get out of it.
Oh? Why? What's happened?
Well, the courts are asking me if I have any money or assets that I haven't declared, and they've even begun to look into offshore accounts. I don't know how they even knew about that.
Oh, I think I might know how they know about that.
You do? How?
Because I told them about it.
You did what?
Yeah, well, when I was talking to my lawyers about the whole divorce process, I mentioned that you'd won the lottery and that you had decided to try and hide your money so that you wouldn't have to split it in the divorce.
Why would you do that?
Well, maybe because you decided to not only cheat on me, but also be completely horrible about it and try to leave me with absolutely nothing to my name. I wouldn't have cared so much if you hadn't decided to try and take all of my money in this divorce as well.
What? How'd you know about that?
Your new girlfriend told me. She was bragging about how she was going to be living a life of luxury, all at my expense. She's clearly not the brightest, though, telling me important information like that.
Jeez, well, can you just call off your lawyers? I'll give you like a couple $1,000s if you do.
Let me get this straight. You want me to help you out and call off my lawyers who would win me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and all you'll give me is a couple thousand?
Yeah?
No way. Besides, it's not about the money. It's about teaching you a lesson on how to treat people. You were so desperate to keep all this money for yourself that it turned you into a horrible person. So I think you need a little lesson on how to be decent again. And if that means you'll need to lose all of your money, then so be it.
You just want it for yourself. You don't care about me being kind or whatever. You just want to be rich.
Think whatever you want, Justin, but I'm not the one who started this whole mess. Now, I'm going to let my lawyers deal with it. If you want to talk to me from now, it'll have to be through them, as I will no longer be replying to you.
Wait, please, can you just help me? You are my wife after all.
Actually, I'm your soon-to-be ex-wife. And no, I won't help you.
But why not?
Look, you got yourself into this mess by trying to hide your money away and not acting responsibly with it, and doing the proper and legal thing with it. You need to deal with the consequences of that now.
But it's my money. I shouldn't have to give you any of it.
Uh-huh. Well, maybe you won't have to. Or maybe you'll have to give me everything. You'll just have to see how good your lawyers are. Anyway, goodbye, Justin. I'm going to go now. I hope you have a good life.
Wait, I'm not done talking to you. Holly!
Our divorce went to court where the judge quickly sided with me over the matter of the money. It turned out that the judge had managed to find the offshore account where Justin had tried to stash the lottery winnings, and he demanded that he give me 70% of the funds or risk having it all taken by the government for attempted tax evasion. Of course, Justin decided to do what the judge said and has got to keep 30% of the money that way. Despite this, his girlfriend wasn't happy that he lost over half of what he had, and she quickly dumped him. Gold diggers are fickle that way. After this happened, Justin tried to get back in contact with me and asked me to get back together with him, but I refused to answer any of his messages or calls. I know my worth, and what he did to me was not something I deserved or was going to let happen again. As for me, I was able to take the money from the divorce and invest it in some stocks. I managed to get lucky and actually gained quite a bit of money off of what I picked. From there,
I'm planning on opening up my own business, which I've been dreaming about for years. It's a new adventure and one that I am excited to undertake.